cuties, I'm Lanikia, and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is General Hospital Edition. Today is Thursday, September the 22nd, 2022. And let's see. On a scale of 1 to 10, y'all know how we do. I'm going to give this one a 7. It was solid. All right, so we see Carly and Miss Honey. I forget. Every time is it cut or well? Anyways, we see Carly is trying to talk to her. She's trying to be reasonable with the woman to make, so that they can keep the grave site there or whatever. Miss Honey, she don't even need that property. They don't even need that place or whatever. But because she can't stand Carly in now or whatever, she's not going to help. She's not going to lift a finger to help. And she's nasty, nice with it. As I've been telling y'all, she's so nasty, nice to Carly, but more on the nasty side. So she just tells Carly, I can't believe you're still here. And Carly's like, can I buy you a drink or whatever? And she told her, I heard about your hotel. Can you afford it? And Carly like, huh? She said, I heard about your hotel you used to own. Yeah, we have Google. And I said, why am I talking like this woman? Let's move on because we're going to circle back to them later on. But she just pretty much told Carly, go on and get out of town. Like you were a failure in Port Charles, and what you going to do, try to come here and do what? That's pretty much what she said. So then we see Kevin and Elizabeth. Now, Kevin is about to walk out the door, and Elizabeth says, Kevin, I need you. I'm not going to hold y'all long today. I need you to put me under again because I need to know who this woman is. And he's like, I don't know, Elizabeth. I have a meeting, and, we could do it at our next session. She says, Kevin, I can't eat. I can't sleep. I need you to do this. So he says, okay, I'll cancel my meeting. So he cancels the meeting, right? And he puts her under. And so she's going to see who the woman is because she sees the woman on the ground and she's walking up. She can't see the person on the stairs. They're clouded. But she sees the woman on the ground and she's walking up to them and everything. And right as she was about to push the woman's hair back, here go Kevin. Elizabeth, okay, at the sound of my voice, you going to wake up? I said, no, don't wake her up this soon. But Elizabeth says she knows what she needs to do, and she knows now, and she thanks Kevin, and she runs off, right? And I said, well, okay then. So then we see Maxie, Anna, and Valentine, and they're like, Maxie just so... So she said, yeah, Lucy didn't want to go on that date with Victor. And she said, I'm surprised she went. She said, because we got a lot, like we're in crisis right now. And Lucy don't leave business because y'all know Lucy love her some money, right? And so she takes care of business when it comes to that. And so she said, let me call her because they were like, where did he take her? When did she leave? When is she coming back? She said, well, let me ask her assistant. And the assistant said, no, she doesn't have any upcoming meetings or anything like that. And they don't know where she went because, Lucy left from Maxie's office or their office or whatever. So the assistant doesn't know. And so she was like, should I be worried or is something concerned? And they was like, no, everything's cool. But then Anna and Valentine are like, oh my gosh. So then we see Lucy and Victor. And so when we see Lucy and Victor, they're he done put her on the Hunted Star Child, and he has set sail. And I said, what? Sir, what are you doing? So he has got her on the, before they left Maxie, she said, her assistant said Lucy posted something with like a ship and like stars and a jack-o'-lantern. And everything. And they were like, I don't know what that means, but So then we see Lucy is there with Victor or whatever. And she was like, well, how long am I supposed to be here? And he said, I took the liberty of checking your calendar and you can be here all day. I said, now Victor. Now, Victor, so you kidnapped her. That's what I heard you say. And he said, and she was like, well, okay. Or whatever, and because he said we can go and watch the sunset, and she said, sunset? How long is this date? It's supposed to be a lunch date. How long is it supposed to be? So anyways, he get to talking to Lucy, right? And then we see Anna and Valentine talking, and they all got up on the hunted star because that's where he took her, and they figured out that was the clue that Lucy had sent when she posted on social media. And so they're on the hunted star, and they're like, Lucy should be okay or whatever. But Valentine and Anna said, Valentine, if Robert's people don't want to take this case, Lucy shouldn't. It's not going to be okay. And he said, well, Victor does have a way of finding your weaknesses and everything. And they said, and Susie is, I mean, why do I keep mispronouncing Lucy's name? And Lucy is wide open. Baby, why Victor bring out that bracelet with the diamonds and stuff? And Lucy, oh, so sparkly, so nice. I said, Lord, this is her weakness. And he says, maybe we can enjoy something, enjoy each other later, and just enjoy being together. And she said, excuse me, sir, I am a lady. He said, no, I didn't mean anything like I didn't mean that. I'm just talking about enjoy each other's company and stuff. And she said, oh. And so then she tells him that she says, what's going on, because she starts bringing up Valentine and everything, because that's her whole mission, to find out what he has on Valentine. And he was like, he pretty much doesn't want to talk about it, but that he needs a first mate, and that his family can't always be reliable, and he wants Lucy to be their first mate, and he could offer her all of the jewels and the jewels and trips and just the lavish lifestyle. Our girl Lucy loves that. So I said, Lord, I don't know. I don't know what he think he's gonna get with, I don't know what he think he's gonna get out of Lucy. But anyways, Anna and Valentine are on the hunted star, and they're like concerned because they said, if Valentine is like, if I saw through Lucy, then I know he should be able to. But anyways, Victor had told his right hand man to leave, give him some alone time with Lucy. And so when he does, Anna and Valentine see he's coming, so they run and hide. Now then Valentine has to sneeze, and Anna trying to cover his face and made a noise when she tried to cover his face or whatever. So we're gonna see what happens next, y'all. So then we see Sonny and Nina, and she's talking to him, and she says, are you okay? And he said, Christina just so headstrong. He was like, she's just so headstrong and everything, that he wants her to have protection and be safe and everything, but she's just on her own mission on what she wants to do. And you can't, like, he pretty much said, you can't tell her nothing. That's what he was saying. And she says, well, I mean, you're going to keep her safe and everything. And then that's when Drew comes up, and he says, hey guys, he was just wanting to tell Sonny, I'm sorry for your loss about Brando and everything. And he said, how did Carly take the news? And Sonny was like, I haven't talked to Carly. Like, they're like, and he says, you haven't? And he said, no, I haven't spoken to her. And so they're like, that's weird. And so Drew said, well, let me try to call her again. So then Nina tells Sonny, Drew likes Carly, like he's more concerned. And I said, Nina, Nina, my girl. I know y'all don't like Nina. I know, but Nina, my girl. But I'm like, Nina, you don't have to be that insecure, because to me, it comes across as her being insecure and just wanting to be like Sonny. Carly and Drew are together. They're moving on. She's moving on with Drew. Drew likes her. What do you feel? How do you feel? That's how it comes across. But Sonny is like, Sonny in chill mode. If he care about it, he not saying it. So I'm like, you just keep bringing this up. Anyways, Drew tries to reach out to Carly, and he can't reach her or whatever, because y'all know her phone is messed up. So then he gets back to Sonny because Nina had said, call your contacts that, we're supposed to be in Aruba. And so he did call Mia, and Mia told him where Carly is and everything. But when he get back to Sonny, he didn't tell them that. And Nina, but he tells them, that no, he still hasn't heard from Carly, and he wasn't able to reach her. So then Nina tells Sonny, did you notice Drew didn't say whether he was able to reach Mia, and if Carly had made it to Aruba and all that? And he was like, that ain't my business. He said, it's not my business if Drew like her. It's not my business if Carly likes him. What they got going on, That ain't got nothing to do with this over here. And y'all, I watched this episode of what's the Maurice, Maurice Menard has a show on there, State of the Mind with Maurice Bernard, and Jordan was on there, and it was a really good episode. And he said, because he said, I've been playing this Mike character. He was like Mike and Sonny, and he liked it, but now they're getting into this dark space in General Hospital, and he's really enjoying that. And he's been enjoying working with Jordan. I can't think of her name in real life, but anyways, it was a really good episode. If y'all haven't seen it, I'll put it in the description for you if you want to go to his YouTube, or just go to his YouTube page and see it. It was a really good episode with her. Anyways, let's move on. Because she pretty much just tells him, Sonny, because he tells her, I'm gonna put security on you, and she already knew he was gonna do this, so she's cool with that. She said, but I could afford my own security. And he said, I mean, I'm gonna be running, even if you get the security, I'm still gonna run background checks, so I might as well just do it or whatever. And so as they're speaking, Carly calls, and she was like, I'm gonna let you deal with that, and she gonna go. And so she leaves, but she looks back. I said, go on, Nina. Now, I like you, girl, but what we're not gonna do is be insecure. You got the man. Let's go. And so Nina goes over and speaks to Maxie. And Maxie is feeling bad because she says, oh my gosh, we did Sasha dirty. And Nina said, how so? And she said, because, when Sasha had her meltdown, we pretty much pushed her out, and we didn't do it for her well-being. We did it for the bottom line. And she said, Maxie, I know you, and I know that you would never, it might have helped the business, but you would never intentionally have hurt Sasha or everything. And Maxie was like, and then I wasn't able to make the meeting that Lucy had, and she had another meltdown, and Sasha was just not in a good place. And she said, it's been less than a year that she's lost her son, and now she's lost Brando. And so she was like, I don't know what I can do to help. And so Nina just talks to her and tells Maxie, don't focus on I've been a bad friend. We need to focus on helping her now. And she said, because Maxie was like, when I lost Nathan, it was just a hard time or whatever. And so Nina was like, what can you do for her now? Because right now they're about to go through a hard phase that they need someone who's very organized to help with. And she said, a week ago, I was planning Sasha and Brando's engagement party, and now I'm going to be planning his funeral, so she's going to help them with that. And that was that, y'all. So then Sonny and Carly talk, right? So when Sonny and Carly talks, she's like, what's up? You been calling me or whatever? And she says, Avery done all right? And he said, yes, but Brando isn't. So then we come back, and she's like, oh my gosh, Sonny, how is Sasha and Gladys? And he was like devastated, but we're doing everything we can to help him. And she just, tells him, I'm sorry, Sonny. I know you and Brando were close, and I know how much you two loved Mike and everything. And he was like, well, Brando and Mike are together now. And so he tells her that they're thinking, because she says, first Avery, now Ava, now Brando. Wow, that's crazy. And he says, they're thinking, Jordan thinks it's connected to me. And she was like, oh, I'm coming home now. And he's like, no, Carly, it's better for me if you stay where you are. It's one less person he has to worry about or whatever. And she was like, and he tells her, I have security on Josh. I have security on all the kids. And she says, well, what about Michael? He said he has his own security, but I'm still looking out for him and everything. And so she was like, I just feel like I need to come home with this homicidal maniac attacking our family. And he was like, no. He said, I can't stop you from coming home. And I can't, because she told him, I'm in Jacksonville, Sonny. And he was like, and I know you hate Jacksonville, but I need you to stay there. So, so he can know that she's safe. And she was like, you promise to keep me updated and everything? He was like, yes, I'll keep you updated. She was like, all right, I'm going to stay or whatever. And I was like, she technically could go somewhere else. But anyways, then Miss Honey comes back or whatever, messing with Carly again. So she says, oh, honey, you said a homicidal maniac attacking your family. Oh, too bad you're going to have to leave. And Carly said, oh, I'm not going anywhere. And she said, that little girl that you remember before Miss Roberts, is it Miss Roberts or Robertson? Anyways, Miss Roberts, that little girl you remember before, she's gone. But I can still raise hell, so prepare for it. I said, well, okay then, Carly, because ma'am, you don't know Carly. So then we see Jordan, Finn, and Portia. And Jordan just tells Finn and Portia, listen, you two. You stop all this talking to the press. And they're like, mm-hmm. Because she said, I know you was trying to help, but this gives the killer an advantage. And they was like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And they said, now, what's this on the what's the poison and all that? And they said, it's the on the hook. Finn said, huh, this is like from a snake venom or something. And they's like, really? He said, whoever did this was very creative with it. And I said, well, who would do this? I'm still trying to figure it out. Baby, they creating a mystery like Days. Y'all, Days of Our, if you are not watching Days of Our Lives, you are missing out, because that mystery they have going over there with Abigail and Sonny and all of that, it is so good. But anyways, so then he's just like, huh, they meant to really do this. And so Jordan was like, well, they didn't have poison on the first hook, so maybe they were upset that they didn't kill Ava, so this time they made sure that their victim died. And she said, excuse me, sinus. She said, I haven't heard about a profile, a serial killer profile with, with toxins like this, like that does this. And they said, so you think it's a serial killer? Don't be spreading this news. So then Finn and Jordan talk, and he says this is bringing up memories for him because, his friend, when he and his wife were traveling as doctors, he died from a snake bite and everything. So it's bringing up memories from him. And, he's just talking about his wife and everything, that Jordan. So then we see that Jordan is talking to Portia, and, she once again tells them, don't be talking or whatever. And they were like, right. And they talk about, they're going to get to the bottom and find the truth and everything. And the way Jordan said it, you could tell it was like a little, jab at Portia, because she know Portia not truthful about this whole Trina thing or whatever. But I'm like, Jordan, you gotta move on. You gotta move on from that and everything. Like, this is what I don't like, because I am liking Jordan more, because y'all, it took me a while to warm up to this Jordan, but sometimes it just takes that. Seeing her on that Maurice Benard State of the Mind actually made me like her a little bit more as well. But you can't be making jabs, sister. Like, if you say what you gotta say, or just leave it alone. But like the little side, anyways, let's move on. So then Elizabeth, after her session with Kevin, she goes and she starts sketching, and then we see Finn on the phone with his wife, like looking at pictures of his friend and his wife, and she gets to sketching, and while Elizabeth sketches his wife, y'all, what's going on? Somebody tell me, because I feel like I'm missing something. So y'all tell me, because I review them, but I don't know everything about the soap. So what's going on with Finn and Elizabeth and the wife and all that? Because we know that she would always get triggered every time it came to Finn. It was like she would see Finn, they would have an interaction, they would grow close together or something, and then Elizabeth would be triggered to have an episode. So somebody tell me in the comments. But anyways, guys, that was General Hospital today. I will see you tomorrow for another final episode of the week of what happened on the soap, General Hospital edition. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.